Now I'm watching some of y'all weaponize Nas and Hit Boy's run to use against DJ Premier.
Hey, yo, Eeze.
Yo, what's the deal? It's your man Eeze. I want to talk that Nas and Primo Define My Name. Before I get into my reaction, tell me what you think about the track on a scale of 1 through 5. Define My Name. What do you think about it? Off the rip, I happen to like it a lot. It doesn't have to be Nas's like I Gave You Power, New York State of Mind, a host of other classics that they've done. But it is a vast improvement from their previous record. Beat breaks, right? I'm all about finding the progress in things. So Primo, when I listened to it, I said to myself, yo, he's providing the bounce. He's giving you that Primo bounce. But as someone who has knowledge of making beats and sampling, things of that nature, one thing jumped out to me. It's the subtleties, right? There's no hi-hat in this track. No hi-hat. Settle bass, merely there for presence, to be felt and not heard. Essentially a 4-bar loop with an occasional drop off on the instrument like a snare at the 39-second mark or the 40-second mark.
So fly out to walk in any spot, every box be soaking from a time.
Which adds to the listener's experience. Sounds like a sped up harp, a vocal riff, truncated snare, kick drum, vocal scratches on the hook. Hip hop is much more than the sum of its parts. There's not a lot of things working, but when you put it all together in totality, it's a solid song. I love the enthusiasm in Nas's voice. Voice points out to something could possibly great happening if they link up for a full-length project. He was talking his talk. He was spitting. Also, as a fan of writers, I love how Nas expounds on topics. If we go back to Nas's like in elementary school, you should learn about something called metaphors and similes, right? Nas's like happens to be what? A simile. When we go back to Define My Name, he expounded on that to a degree by doing what? Giving us a history lesson mixed in with some goat talk. Essentially telling us his name has been his name. None of this is by accident. He's the golden child. He's the chosen one. Track seems very natural. I'm going to get back to that. Perfect tempo, minimal elements. It's just beats and rhymes. It's hip-hop. I also want to speak on the fact that it reminds me of New York State of Mind in the sense I'm not saying it's as good a song as New York State of Mind. I'm going to talk about the structure and the fact that it veered away from what we're typically accustomed to hearing. 16 hook, 16 hook. Each verse on this particular song has 22 bars. So the structure is the fact that they're having fun. They're doing exactly what they want to do. Lastly, I want to say this. I see what y'all doing on the low, man. On this channel and on some other channels where I was a guest on the show, I spoke on the fact that I didn't want a Nas and Primo album because I knew how the fans would react. Because some people can't be satisfied and just sit around and complain all day. And we're getting to that point once again. And I hate that it came to fruition, and it's true, but it's just what we're dealing with in hip-hop. And I'm speaking on hip-hop because that's what I love. Some of y'all spent the greater part of Nas and Hit Boy's run critiquing Hit Boy's production to oblivion. His drums don't hit hard enough. I don't like the way he sampled. It's too soft. It's too West Coast. It's whatever you wanted to complain about, you stated it. Now I'm watching some of y'all weaponize Nas and Hit Boy's run to use against DJ Premier, talking about his sound is dated. And make up your mind, man. Real rap, man. Make up your mind. Make up your mind. I'm not sure what y'all want. Just say you don't want to buy nothing, because it's like you trying to position yourself to where you don't have to support anything. You can just sit on the sidelines and complain all day. You wanted a Nas and Primo album, guess what? You may be getting it. So get your debit cards ready, your credit cards ready, and go support. Otherwise, you're just somebody on the sideline who complains all day about what you don't get. And when you finally get it, you don't step up and do what you're supposed to do. Want an example? That's what y'all did to Illmatic. So predictable, but so sad, man. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm up out of here. Y'all go get yours.
Hey, yo, Eeze.